I forgot to mention, the reason they had come back here is they found out that they missed me. They actually drove through here last week and locked the gate behind me. So I'm stuck in here.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go back to the beginning where this all started.
Stinker. Good morning. Ooh. Good morning. How are you doing this morning, huh? Did you sleep through all that wind? Did you sleep through all that wind last night? I need to brush you, huh? Yeah, we need to brush you, huh? Okay, lay down. No, not yet. So cute. Okay, lay down. All right, lay down. Good girl.
Hey guys, how's it going? So, we came into a new spot last night. Got in here a little bit in the afternoon, so I wasn't really sure how this was going to work. But two major criteria is when I'm up here and I'm thinking about staying up in the woods in the snow. One is where the sun is, because I've got to be able to charge batteries, camera, but specifically, I've got to charge the chainsaw. So I need to run around here today, look, see how the wood situation is, see if that's going to work. I also need to know, well, optimally where the sun is going to be, so I can get as much juice as possible so I can keep those things charged. Otherwise, this ends up not being a place that's viable enough for 2 weeks. We are supposed to get several more inches of snow possibly over the next 3 days, and then sunshine. So if I can stay here for 2 weeks, we'll be perfect. There is a creek back here, but I don't hear it. So I'm pretty sure it's completely covered with ice. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to run around here and see what we can find.
We need to move it. I try to do that when I set up into a place because I don't want to put everything out and say, oh gosh, this isn't going to work. Because with the snow coming, I want to give Lily a place, so I'm going to get all the snow.
was weird. Alright, we got enough work for today. And tomorrow we have sunshine, so we'll be able to charge up our saw. That'll get us through today. Perfect. Okay. Bad zipper on this thing. All right.
Guys, I just had a Jeep JK pull in, and it ends up it's the Forest Service, and it turns out that this year they are shutting this area down for any winter camping.
Ow. So this is what happened. 3 days ago, the Forest Service did their run through here, and they cleared the area. Unfortunately, it was a snowstorm. I was back a little further in the trees. They didn't see me, so I was stuck behind here, and somebody had seen the vehicle back here, notified the Forest Service. They came by yesterday, and after we hung out and they got a tour of the Sun Raider, we had a good time. They gave me an extra day, which is today, and they did what is called a dummy lock for me, so that it looks locked but it's not locked. That way I can get out, relock it, and head on my way. So this is a new thing. They just started doing this, and they are going to be doing it in the entire area. We'll talk about that later once I get back behind the gate and find my next camping spot. This is going to really affect my ability to winter camp, and we'll talk about more about that later. I had planned on being here till at least, I think it's 3 more days, and then I had to go into town. But the real bummer part is this area was one of my main areas that I can come to, because a lot of the designated winter places that you can camp, the roads are open, and those areas have, or let me rephrase that, a lot of the areas that are designated where you can camp during the winter are real scarce as far as any wood goes. So I typically have to go up higher in elevation or further into the camping areas to get into places where that I can get wood for the wood stove. So this is really a bummer. Apparently what happened is they had a lawsuit, something about probably a conservancy, I'm assuming. They believe that the animals are typically able to roam in those areas without the presence of human beings, and so that gives them their time to do that during the winter, and it doesn't disturb them. And then also with mud, so I can see this, if this was a lawsuit in Colorado, I can see this affecting a lot of areas that we typically can go to and similar to this and camp. Matter of fact, there's 2 areas further up towards Buena Vista, and I'm almost wondering whether they're closing those. The cool thing is, where is it? It's in my pocket. Oh, the cool thing is the guy was showing me, you know, that it was going to be closed, so he actually gave me a copy of the forest order for all the different roads that are going to be closed because of this, well, basically because of this lawsuit. Actually, it's called U.S. Department of Agriculture, U.S. Forest Service, Pike San Isabel National Forest, and Cimarron and Comanche National Grasslands.
So that's the area. So it covers Leadville, Salida, San Carlos, South Park, South Platte, Pikes Peak Ranger Districts. Okay, so it's more down in this area. So, wow. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. Here's a lot of areas, so I'm gonna have to go through this. But yeah, bummer. But I do appreciate them. They were totally cool. I was gonna try. They were gonna let me stay till Wednesday, but they said that there was another officer that is actually the not the Forest Service, but the police, and I guess they can come through here. And he said, I guarantee that guy is not going to be as nice. So I'm heading out tomorrow. Bummer. I had this all set up, just cut my wood. Yeah, really bummer. So we're going to have to find some new areas.
So we're gonna close this back up for the Forest Service. Hey, it was great meeting you guys, and thanks for helping me out with this, making sure I didn't get stuck behind the gate. And now it's no longer dummy locked. So now, no way to get out of there. All right, now we gotta find our next camp. You ready, Lil? All right. She'll run in the back.